Welcome everyone. My name is David Calvin Fraser, proud owner of Bunkie Life. We have some crazy guests tonight. We got multiple announcements being made. I may or may not be joined by my wife and probably some of the children, realistically. So if you want to comment below, what do you think the crazy announcements might be about? What's your craziest guess? You can go into the realm of fiction or what you actually think. Be my soap and I'll be your bubble. You give me love and I'll give you double. I can fly when I'm with. I'll be your eggs if you'll be my bacon. I'll make the dough if you'll do the baking. I can fly when I'm with you. Woo! I've spent so much time just waiting for love. I just don't want to wait with you. You are the girl that I've been dreaming of. Pinch me, baby, 'cause I need to know it's true. Oh! You be my peas and I'll be your carrots. I'll buy you a ring if you promise to wear it. I can fly when I'm with. I'll be your eggs if you'll be my bacon. You'll make the dough and I'll do the baking. I can fly when I'm with you. Woo! I've been waiting so long, just waiting for love. I just don't wanna wait with you. You are the girl that I've been dreaming of. Pinch me, baby, 'cause I need to know it's true. Ho! Will you be my peas and I'll be your carrots? I'll buy you a ring if you promise to wear it. I can fly, oh, and I can fly, oh, and I can fly when I'm with you, you. I will be right back in 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm David Fraser, founder of Bunkie Life. We're in the building industry, but what we're famous for are small log cabins called bunkies that can be easily built in a weekend without a permit or a second mortgage. Ultimately, we help our clients create extra space for more meaningful connection. Yes, we help our clients get a cool bunkie. But if you think it's just about the bunkie, you've already missed the point. Really what this is about is creating the space and time for more meaningful connection, and having a bunkie is just part of that journey. It's not just about the space, it's about what happens in the space, how it enables more connection. It allows you to spend that quality time with family and friends. It allows you to be there for each other in both senses of the phrase. We are the market leaders in educational videos and content, and we also provide an easy to build or built for you bunkie kit that enables people to have more space to connect. The bunkie is often the difference between that friend or family member coming or not, being there for each other or not. The reason we do this is because we believe family comes first, and when it comes to being there for each other, there are no do-overs. That's one of the reasons we've decided to partner with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Canada in their goal of keeping families close. Because ultimately, we want to bring about a world where families everywhere have a place to unite, unwind, and unplug. I get up every morning excited to help families create extra space for meaningful connection. Thanks for listening, and can't wait to hear from you. All right, everybody. So I'm happy to introduce my loving wife. This is Carrie Fraser, and she is really the brains of the operation. I'm not going to lie. And so we have a good number of people tuned in. Those of you who don't know, this is my wife. And so we have a bunch of announcements. I've kind of semi-charted out what we're going to announce, but it's just going to be a bit of a kind of. So the first one is the F. Starts with F.
Yeah.
Okay. Fraser. No, it's basically the culmination of our entire life's work, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Has come together into this. Also, our life savings has also gone into this as well. And so, let's do a little bit of backdrop. So we started Bunkie Life really seriously in 2018. It's been growing and growing and growing thanks to you lovely people. And we had this, I'd say, one major issue. Our biggest concern, our biggest issue, what would you say our biggest issue has always been?
Supply.
Yeah. Getting enough made quickly enough for when people need them, right? So when we first started out, we were importing them from Europe and we started making them in Quebec. But we put our very first purchase order in. This is right after COVID or during COVID.
With Quebec, yeah.
Yeah, with our Quebec manufacturing place. And they're like, oh my gosh, we can never make this many Bunkies, right? It's just the first order. So we're like, oh dear. So our Quebec thing very quickly had to pivot to us kind of putting together our own supply chain with different people in Ontario, which was a great experience. And we still are working with those people and they're wonderful. But it was a lot of moving parts. And so, we always had this dream of like, what if we had it all under one roof? What if we had our own place that we could make everything, not my garage, make it on a big scale. And so that's teaser. Let's watch this next video that we filmed a while ago prior to the snow. Here it is. So 3 years ago, we started with just a dream to help families all over North America create extra space for a more meaningful connection. It started with my family and our story and how Bunkie's, a small little building, made such a difference in us connecting with each other. And it grew to clients all over Ontario and then Canada. And the goal now is to be able to reach families all over North America. So behind me is the manifestation of that dream coming to reality. This is the future headquarters of Bunkie Life Manufacturing. We're taking all of our hodgepodge of glass windows and everything that's coming together under one roof. And we're so excited to be presenting it today. So we want to thank our clients. We want to thank all of our suppliers, everyone who's decided to join the Bunkie Life team, everyone out there who's promoting us and supporting our vision. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I hope that this is a win for you, not just for us, because really we could not do this without you. So thanks for taking the time and thanks for believing in the vision. All right, so that's kind of the that's announcement number one. Now let's talk about that. So announcement number one. Yes, we now own our very own factory. I should say the bank owns most of it, but we own a small portion of a factory. And so, I'm going to preempt the questions. Feel free to type in questions if you guys want. It's just outside of where we live, which is Erin, Ontario, kind of closer to Rockwood, Acton area, but it's like 10-minute drive from our house, which is a fantastic, huge blessing. Preemptive questions. I'm going to say, are you guys hiring? The answer is F yes. Factory yes. I'm going to type in if you know anyone within a drivable distance of our where we are, go to bunkielife.com/jobs. We've got a number of these coming available. We're interviewing actively right now. So
yeah, they're doing about 5 interviews a day right now.
Yeah.
So we have a small crew there already, and
we've got the first well, okay, give that away. That's another surprise announcement.
So, yeah. Production is underway already, but now we're looking to ramp up quickly and add to the team. So they're actively hiring.
Yeah. So Carrie and I are trying to not get too I'm trying to get Carrie not too involved in the factory, so we can, that ties into announcement number 4 or 5 that we might have later. So, anyways, but no, the reality is we got a good core group of people there, and we're looking at. You don't need tons of experience. You get to smell the smell of wood all day. It's a relatively fun group of people to work with. And we're accepting people of all different skill levels and backdrops. So you're gonna, if you're within a drivable distance of say Erin, Ontario, or Acton, feel free to apply there. That would be the first big announcement. So yeah, we can basically say the goal has always been like every single thing in Canada, Canadian wood. I mean that, and we're not 99% there.
We're getting there, yeah, for sure.
So. And that's kind of the big first announcement. Let's go on to the second announcement, which is, hold on. So 3 years ago. Announcement number 2. Okay, so this is our new prototype that we just rolled off the factory floor literally this past week. So this is our new product. No, hold on. Okay, why are we releasing this at the Chalet? Why are we releasing this? What was the feedback? So every year we try to reiterate, why this specific model. Carrie's, that's why I brought her in.
Yeah, so we take everybody's feedback in and kind of keep note of it and what gets more commonly requested. And so a couple things that people seem to be looking for was a non-loft model that had like a nice big overhang so they could put their chairs out front, have some shade. And the other thing they really wanted was to be able to put bunk beds in it and have like not feel like you're going to hit your head or, worry about kids bashing their head off the ceiling or the roof beams. So we kind of took those things into consideration, and then I went to the drawing board. You
went to the drawing board. Tell us about the drawing board process. And what is that even like? What is the process that goes
Well, really with this one, it was just kind of, I looked at the most popular features on the Bunkies, and I just got out a paper and pencil and started sketching log by log, putting it together in my brain. I would draw one side and then draw the log on the other side and this side, that side. And then when I was fairly happy with it, we went to the engineers, and we have a great engineer team that we work with. And so we said, okay, we want to build this and we want it to do, these things. So they took it and they came up with, and all the engineering specs and I don't know, all the fancy words they use for everything in that. And then they gave it back to me, and then we made a few changes, and then I had the guys start in the factory. I said, start cutting, and that's what we did.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I just realized I said go to bunkielife.com/jobs. It was actually bunkielife.com/careers.
I thought it was careers.
Yeah. It's not a job, guys. It's a career. But I also made it so jobs will work now too. So anyways, without further ado, let's talk about the Chalet Bunkie, which was also, people definitely submitted names last week. And I don't know who submitted it. We'll go back and thank you later. But people submitted names, and that was one of the names we really liked. So Chalet Bunkie, whoever did that, thank you. And let's go to actually looking at our new product here. So this is the Chalet Bunkie, made in Canada. So tell us more about this.
Oh, this isn't a video. Okay.
No, it's not a video. I don't think we have a video yet.
Okay, no, we don't.
Okay.
It's been filmed, but it's coming together.
Yeah.
So the front overhang you see here is like the maximum distance we can do with the cantilever.
We said, tell us what'll kill us.
Yeah.
Let's back it off a little.
Just a bit.
We want the maximum.
So this is the most you can do without needing like posts, which then could increase your square footage. So it's a nice 4-foot overhang.
Tell us what'll get our clients arrested. Then back it off a little. We want the maximum.
Yeah. So it's an awesome 4-foot overhang. I'm super happy with it. 34 by 80 inch door, big, huge windows on the front. You'll notice in this one, I didn't put the little crosses on the windows that some of our Bunkies have.
Mullions.
They're called mullions.
Yeah.
You can have them on or off. That's fine. But
they come standard with every window, right?
They come standard. They're easy to take off. I just wanted a more modern look with this one, so we left them off.
Do those windows open in the front?
They not only open, but they have screens built in, so you don't have to worry about that. The sidewall window is a big double window. Same thing, screens built in. We left the one other sidewall without a window on it so that you can, put things up against it, or with this model, you can purchase additional windows if you want for the back or the side. They can go anywhere on those sidewalls within 12 inches of that corner.
Does it look good from another angle?
Let's look at it.
Looks good from another angle as well.
It's got an impressive, it's over 11 feet tall, so it's got a really impressive big feeling inside with those cathedral ceilings.
And what bed is this?
This is a queen.
Okay.
So you could easily get a king if you wanted, or if you wanted, bunk beds. Off the top of my head, I think those side walls that you see there, so from floor to the top of the side walls where the roof meets, is like 89 inches. So you can get your bunk beds in there. I just love
I have a
the
7-foot-year-old teenage son. Would they be able to fit in this Bunkie?
Yes. We've got 11 feet of headroom here.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are some of the photos. Just tons of light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's always everyone's feedback is like, I wish there's bigger windows. So.
And it's 10 by 10 on the inside. So you've got like your full 100 square feet of interior usable space.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So that's the Chalet Bunkie. Any other comments, questions, concern that you want to make on this?
It's also, so this roof is designed, it's snow load rated for even the northernmost part of Ontario. This thing is a beast.
Okay, so some people are asking about insulation. I know that's a common question we get. What could you feel, how easy would this be to insulate? Nadia asks.
So insulation's pretty straightforward, especially if you do it while you're building. We have a few different options, but under the floorboards you can insulate, and then on the roof deck boards before you put your metal roof on, it's pretty simple to just put in some strapping. We've got some videos on it, add some rigid insulation, and that's, if you add a heat source with that, that's where most of your heat loss is going to go.
Yeah,
out
right
the roof.
Yeah, and then if your feet are warm and there's, that's a good point.
So it's pretty simple.
Okay, so people are asking about the price.
Yeah.
And okay, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. There's a lot of comments coming in. So yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah. I'm sure we're having a sale that's kind of kicking off this Sunday, and yes. So,
we'll do the prices at the end. How's that?
Okay. So that's a good overview of the Chalet Bunkie, and let's talk about the next one, which is
the next surprise.
Okay. Let's break it up, the product surprise. So
okay.
One more surprise that I think people heard when Evie whispered it last night or on Tuesday really, really loudly. So, in case you guys haven't noticed, Carrie's looking.
Can you see this?
Hold on. Where is it?
I don't see us.
Carrie's looking absolutely fantastic. Let's show her. So, we have another little announcement. If you look at that, it's not going to work.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby's here.
Okay. So yeah, we are currently 30-ish weeks pregnant, right?
Yes.
30-ish. Okay. Yeah. So. For those of you who've heard the backstory, that it's always a little bit of a trepidatious time. We feel like we're out of the woods now, but you never until we feel like it's a rescue operation where you just gotta get that baby out and save them from dying. So, yeah, I guess if you could hold your breath a little bit with us, that's where we're at in life, which is, a very exciting time to be alive. Now, if I rewind to 2020, we had just had Declan, and the world
January 17th,
the world was just about to go into chaos.
Yeah.
And it feels very similar chaotic vibes spreading around the world right now. So, yeah, I don't know.
That's
I just thought it was
number whatever.
Yeah, just thought it's interesting how these kind of things come full circle. So, anything you want to add about that?
I'll be doing engineering and emails and everything until the day we go into labor.
Probably. But what I will say is I want to say thank you to all our team members, specifically Shannon, Andrew, and Heather.
Justin at the factory.
Yeah, Bryn. We have a very solid team now where we can kind of not have to be at the computer all day long every day. So thank you to everyone that's allowed us to. We really would not be here without those people we mentioned and more that I'm sure I'm forgetting. There's hundreds of people that have come together to make this. Well, I was the only one who really made this happen specifically, but I'm saying the bigger picture, it was a team effort.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, next announcement. Our newest product. So
let's talk about the name.
Yeah. Okay.
The
name is. Drum roll, please. The Haven Bunkie, which was submitted by a number of people. I think a couple of people suggested that name. We will be awarding you all 900 extra chances to win.
Yeah. So anybody who's had entered the what do you call that?
The name
the Bunkie contest.
Yeah. We got some fantastic names. Some of the names are so good that we're like, I'm going to put that in my back pocket and I'm going to save that for later.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Everyone did an amazing job.
Yeah. So we decided on the Haven Bunkie for the newest loft model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so this and the Chalet we kind of inspired together. So we switched up the front because everybody really wanted those nice long windows on the front. So we kept them, rather than get them really skinny, we kept them nice and wide. I think it's like 25 inches wide off the top of my head. So nice long windows on the front. Again, mullions or without the mullions, up to you. They open, they're all screened. We've got on the side wall, you've got one big double window again. So same thing. And then this time around, we had taken everybody's advice and we left one side wall without a window because most people want to put their ladder up against the side rather than in the middle. Is something that we've learned. And so in order to do that and not have it block your ability to open the window, we needed to leave that. So
you can always add a window later.
You can totally add windows. Same thing as with the Chalet. Like anywhere within 12 inches of the corners now, you can throw in extra windows. But now you don't have to worry about your ladder.
Also, if you have a neighbor you hate on one side,
that's true.
You have the option of not. This is the loft view up here. You have the option of not having a window facing your neighbor that you hate.
Exactly. And you can decide which side you want your window on. It's just a matter of which side you install those boards on. Also with this new model, we have engineering wise, it's like an awesome feat. It is snow load rated for either northernmost Ontario. So we're pretty pumped about that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's basically the Haven. I mean, we're still going to sell the 2020 Bunkie because there's some features of the 2020 that some people prefer, and there's features of this one. So as of right now, we're not discontinuing the 2020 Bunkie with loft. We're keeping both of them going.
Yeah.
And that's more or less the two new models that, based on everyone's feedback, and we might do some more later. Like obviously, if you are kind of tuning in late, let's say you haven't paid attention for a while, we started selling hot tubs and saunas as well. And they're fantastic as well. Everyone's been really enjoying those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to mention about the Haven Bunkie really while we're...
I mean, we're gonna put so that you can click on the product page and like see more photos, see all the measurements and the heights, and it's got an impressive loft again. Like we kept the 80 square feet in the loft again, and it's like from loft floor to peak is 83.5 inches, so it's tall. Like you're not gonna bash your head off the roof beam. So we did those type of things again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now people are saying, okay, so that's people are saying about the jobs thing. So if you're interested in applying for a job at the factory or just at Bunkie Life in general, just go to bunkielife.com/careers. That's where you want to go, not jobs. That should work.
There you go.
All right. All right. Let's talk about the winter sale just briefly.
Let's do it.
So that kicks off really officially on Sunday, although we're kind of, some people are kind of trickling in early, which is great. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, if you go to bunkielife.com/winter sale, that page is slowly coming together right now. And it's on until February 27th, $500 off most of our models, hot tubs and saunas. And we also have another thing that we're trying out this year, which I'll get into. So, get in before the spring rush. It's a really good idea to order prior to the end of the contest for sure, but at the very least by the end of the sale. It's always our biggest sale of the year, and this year will be no exception, just based on the craziness of everything so far. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the flexible Francis concept. So tell us about that.
Yes.
You're the one that up until now has been the traffic coordinator every spring. Shannon's helping you now, but
for everybody who's already a client, they know they'll get like a delivery questionnaire shortly, and we ask everybody for kind of ideal timelines, and then kind of like in sections, like first half of this, second half of that. And then Shannon and I take it and we crunch it all in a massive Tetris game.
Like that meme of like the guy with the crazy guy with the conspiracy, like he's got all the things with the red tape and he's connecting all the dots. That's like Carrie and Shannon in the spring, like, where's everything going? Oh my goodness, right? The government.
So it's a big undertaking, and then obviously most of our clients, I would say, opt for like our group delivery. So we send out a truck full of bunkies. Generally there's probably 6 people's orders on the truck, and we try and coordinate it so that helps keep everybody's cost lower, because we're sending out multiple on a truck. So we work through the coordination of, okay, these people want their bunkies in, the first half of May. It's going to these areas, and it's this massive jigsaw puzzle that we managed to weave together.
Yeah, and then so every year there's like people that are like, I gotta have it this day, and they're like super, there's a wedding or something happening, and we totally understand that. People that are trying to rent their bunkies out, obviously for them time is money, and we want to try to get them as quickly as possible. But then there's other just blessed souls, people that we just love. They're like, yeah, Dave, as long as you get it to us whenever, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
And so in the past we kind of just made it all work, but we thought like those flexible people, I mean, God bless their souls.
Yeah, because it allows us to, like, if we have a truck with 5 and we're like, ooh, we could really get a 6th on here and help keep everybody's cost lower. Those are the people who are like, yeah, I'm flexible with any time between here and here. We can generally slot them in that way, and it makes everybody's life so much better.
Mm-hmm. So our thought this year is, why don't we reward those people,
Yep.
right? The people that can be flexible, and it'll just smooth everything out as we get the factory booted up. There's just so much value for us to be able to go, okay, we can plan around the people that are super impatient, but the flexible people, we can slot them in. So, I mean, the goal is to get everybody's bunkie before May long weekend. That's when a lot of people want
That's
their bunkie,
when
right?
yeah, but most people only want it like the week before, and unfortunately, we can't send out 300 bunkies in 1 week.
Yeah. So, and there's just a limited amount of trucks, especially right now.
Yeah.
Right. A limited amount of truck drivers. So, our thinking is, why don't we reward those people that are flexible? And so this is kind of the idea. I'm going to share this little video I did the other day, explaining the concept of the flexible Francis. Let's see if this works. What's a flexible Francis all about? Essentially, every year we have this huge jigsaw puzzle to put together where we're trying to plan out where the bunkie's going, what's the most cost-effective way to get everyone their bunkies. Some people are like, very understandably, gotta have it now, and that's totally fine. But for the people that are like, yeah, as long as I get it by the end of the summer, I'm cool. That doesn't mean that it will be exactly the end of the summer. It might be June, might be May even. But as long as you're flexible, it really adds a lot of flexibility to our supply chain and allows us to get the best price. So that's why we thought this year, let's pass those savings on to our clients. So if you can be a flexible Francis, what that means is you're saying, hey, as long as you can get it to me by the end of the summer, I'm totally cool with that. And we'll plan with that in mind and basically pass that savings on to you. But if you have to have it now, that's totally fine as well. We still have a discount on right now, our Epic Winter Sale of $500 off. But if you want to get the extra $500 off, then sign up and say, hey, I'm a flexible Francis. All right, so that's kind of the concept. The flexible. What do you guys think? Give us some feedback. Flexible Francis.
That's our first time doing that.
Yeah, first time doing that. Some people's name is literally Francis, so you have to be flexible and named Francis. No, just joking. You can have any name, but that's the idea. So if you're cool with it anytime between now and the end of summer, then it'll make everyone's life easier. I promise you, we'll get it to you by the end of summer. That's our commitment to you, and might as well save you a bit of cash because, as everyone knows, supply chains are going a little crazy. So I guess to the point about the winter sale, there's a lot of good reasons to buy now. Obviously,
before you head to that, I was just going to point out. So
Yeah.
the I can't say that word. Flexible Francis, we're offering on just the two models.
Right, just the
big
2020
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. But either way, be flexible. It's really helpful.
Well, yeah,
be patient, be kind, be flexible for everyone this year because it's going to be nuts, I think, in general. So, any other thoughts on that topic?
No, we can go the winter sale with that.
Okay, so there's one more thing I want to talk about because I kind of didn't mention this point. So, it's on till Dennis, but a really good reason is get in line for sure. But secondly, I don't know if you guys have looked at the price of lumber lately. We're kind of looking at it going, oh my goodness, it's going like this, right? Corresponding with they're printing money like this. But the reality is we don't know what the price of lumber is going to do. It was significantly lower this time last year, and then it ramped up in the spring, which could maybe will happen, might not. But our pricing, if you lock in a price, we commit to that price. We will sell it to you for that price. You put down a deposit